When it comes to movies, it is a very polarizing topic because some people love the Raimi films and some people love the web film and promise of franchise. But me, I'm just a Spider-Man fan. I don't care who makes the films, I just care for there to be any films at all and that they are decent films. Because guys, the perfect film doesn't exist. People will always find something to dislike in everything, which is why I actually don't like to argue or discuss too much with people in YouTube. Unless they are just conceptually wrong and they won't take it personally, but you know. So if you want to know where I stand when it comes to Spider-Man films, I liked most of them for what they were and what they were trying to be. The first Spider-Man film means a lot to me. It was the first time I saw him on the big screen, the first everything. And despite its flaws, I enjoy watching it every time. The second one was even better. By then the superhero genre was growing and now it was still flawed, but amazing to watch. And the little boy in me and in all of you was screaming, "Yes! Thank you!" Right? Then things got through a rough patch with Spider-Man 3. You see, when I came out from watching both Spider-Man 1 and 2, I was amazed and had a very fun time. But when I came out from Spider-Man 3, I didn't know how to feel like. After I gave myself some time, I knew I just didn't like it, and I couldn't believe it. But my reaction wasn't hatred towards the director or the cast. It was just sadness. Because we have to understand that what happened wasn't a person's fault. It was just a number of unfortunate events that collide at the same time. Currently my hopes are back up with the reboot, because this new first film is not perfect by any means, but I enjoyed it so much more than I was expecting that now I'm just desperate for the sequel to come out. And I have to say that this new franchise looks promising. The TV shows are so much harder to talk about, not because of the quantity, but because of the quality. You see, all the Spidey shows I've watched had a certain level of quality that in one way or another were fine by me. But this Ultimate Spider-Man show is so bad. It's so damn bad that it depresses me, because they canceled the best Spider-Man show ever, Spectacular Spider-Man, to put this piece of shit out. It's not just the cliffhanger that'll never be solved, but the promise of this new show that was just But back with TV shows. I've watched almost everything, I think. Even the very first show. And I grew up with the 90s show, which introduced me to Spider-Man, for which I'm grateful. I even watched all the weird incarnations and basically liked them all. But the one that hit at just the right spot to me was the Spectacular Spider-Man. So I would like to dedicate this video to that show and every person who liked it as much as I did. So I hope you enjoy this.